How are you doing this evening? How's it going? We are here for some free live tarot readings because that is what we do. And let's see, it looks pretty good. And that looks pretty good. All right, I like it. Where was I at? I'm on the community tab. And yep, my new card. Wow, 70 likes already. All right, let's get the party started. Let's get the party started. Where can I put my backdrop? I put it right there. There we go. I mean, that is a noticeable light change from not having it here to having it here. I mean, you could see what is going on. Diane, Anna, what is up? Renee, hello, how you doing? Heidi, welcome. Dallas, welcome. Bartman and Jen. Alchemy's Arrow, that's a cool name. What is going on, Alchemy's Arrow? So we're hanging out here doing some free live tarot readings. Sage advice shared. It has been a while. Let's see, what roadblocks will appear when implementing a radically different arrival and distribution plan? All right, so let's find out the roadblocks. Okay, so sage advice shared. Let's go with some roadblocks. See what happens with all of that. Wow, this is lagging today. We have some lag today. Lady, what is going on? Good to see you. How is it going tonight? It's hump day. It is hump day. The weekend can't come fast enough. That's for sure. That is for sure. Heidi and Maryam and Anna, what is going on? All right, let's check out some roadblocks and let's try to figure out what they are. Because once you figure out those roadblocks, it's always easier to handle them. It is easier to handle those roadblocks once you know what they are. How to resolve a struggle with a partner and environment. Raina, welcome. What is going on? All right, that card wanted to be in the spread. The Nine of Swords. Well, it is. Yeah, it is hump day. Man, this week has gone by fast. It's busy. It's busy, and I'm getting a lot of stuff done as well. So it's going pretty good so far. I think pretty good. I approved all of the cards today, and the printer is sending me the formal prototype. So we're gonna have that coming here hopefully next week. And then I will approve the prototype, and I'll have a 4K flip through and all that of the prototype on stream. So we'll get that started, and then we can go ahead and print it. So next week, that'll be the 1st of August that we actually receive it. Well, that'll be interesting. All right, the Nine of Swords. What roadblocks will appear? Well, worry. Worry seems like one of the things, right? HX Shimsy, what is going on? So good to see you again. So yeah, the Nine of Swords says worry. If you want roadblocks, worry is definitely going to be one of them. I think there are a lot of issues and a lot of things involved, or a lot of moving parts to this matter. And Alchemy's Arrow, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know if you had a question. I appreciate that. Very generous. Thank you so much. But yeah, a lot of times we get into a phase where we're just concerned about what's coming next. And you're trying to sort of get through that, or you're trying to get to the next phase. But again, there is that factor of what is coming next. I don't like the unexpected, and I don't think that you're a big fan of the unexpected in general, right? You'd like to see things before they come. You'd like to know about them, and you'd like to have a plan in order to sort of get those things handled. The Queen of Pentacles as well is you see a lack of stability in multiple things that you're sort of encountering in a day-to-day basis, right? You just have that lack of stability where we're not getting what we need sometimes. We're having difficulties getting moving. Wolf, what is going on? Hello, Melissa. Hello, how are you doing? So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, we just don't have that stability. It's almost like a level of non-control, a level of not being able to control and all that other stuff. So, there is that sort of factor as we move into that. Now, The Nine of Cups as well. Yeah, I mean, so the situation overall, you can see it's challenging, you can feel it's challenging, you know things are coming, and that just has this overall feel of having to deal with it. The best option in this particular situation is to just plow forward. Don't let things drag you down. Don't let some things be difficult. Don't let the difficulties get in your way or dissuade you from getting to your goal. It's more of a just plow through it, right? The King of Wands, he has the organizational skills. He has the fire within him from the King of Wands, or from the Wands, in order to get these done. Not only that, but the King has a leadership sense as well. So overall, there you go. All right, so let's find out what roadblocks will appear. We did that, and Alchemy's Arrow wants to know. Let's find out. So that would be AA. Let's paste. All right, how can I resolve the issue with my partner and environment? All right, so we got some difficulties getting in with the partner. The partner is having some problems there. Oh, what would be a good one for this? I mean, it has been a minute since we did the bonfire, so let's go ahead with the bonfire. I do love the bonfire deck, so there we go. All right, I'm just going to turn chat off. I mean, the chat is just sort of annoying me. The chat box up there. There we go. Because you can't see the cards, and if somebody comes around and wants to see the stream chat, you can turn that on. I mean, that's saved by YouTube, so I'm not sure why I have that there. But anyway, we'll remove it, so now you can clearly see the cards, and there's no interference and all that stuff. Annie Law, what is going on? How you doing? Tina, what is up? How are you doing tonight? It's hump day. We're halfway to the weekend, and I mean, I gotta say that I'm pretty excited about the weekend. Oh man, I need a whole lot of weekend for sure. So, you know, it's just one of those things where I need a weekend and then another weekend immediately afterwards. One of those weeks. It is one of those weeks. All right. Speaking of one of those weeks, the Ten of Wands. I mean, the partner and environment. The entire issue is really weighing on you, and I think it's too much. I think that you're trying to do too much. You have too much to do, and it's just sort of stacking up, right? The Ten of Wands is sort of loading up on your back. Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Nomad, let me know what your question is. So yeah, the Ten of Wands says you certainly loaded up with problems. You loaded up with issues, and it's time. It's time to relieve some of these issues. That could be getting some help. That could be finding ways around this. But I think that with strategy, I think you can get through this, not a problem, right? But the Ten of Wands says you are indeed loaded up with issues, with problems. Either somebody else is loading you up with that, you have too much responsibility in these matters, and things are just going slow as well. The Five of Cups says you're beyond the big problem part. So you've gotten beyond the huge issue. You've gotten to the next stage, right? So we're in the video game. We've gotten the boss down, and we've defeated the boss, and now we're moving to a new area. So the Five of Cups reversed says you have indeed gotten the one boss down, and you're moving to a new area. So that's going to be good, right? Philippe, welcome. What is going on? And Mona, welcome as well. And Shay, how are you doing? So yeah, so that's good news because we can move into the next phase of what we need to be doing, right? The Seven of Cups, though, says you're very restricted with how you need to be doing things. You want some more choices. You want some more things happening that you can control, things happening that's going to be good. But you're very restricted in your choices as well. So there is that, and that's sort of concerning for you. You just don't have the freedom to make some of the choices. You don't have the available choices that you need to get sort of doing that, right? The Seven of Cups is all about having all of those beautiful choices, and you just have a restriction within that. Now, the Three of Coins as well into justice. I think everything works out. Justice at the end always says that things work out, things balance out in the end, and that's going to be one of the big factors, one of the big things that you want to do, right? Justice says things balance out, so that's going to be the final piece of good news. The Three of Coins says there's work ahead. You have to do that. And in order to resolve the issue, you're going to have to take charge. You're going to have to take some leadership things on that. But yeah, the Three of Coins says take the leadership role, figure out how to do it, come up with a unique strategy. The hard part is over. You're near the end. And that is going to be overall great news. All right. Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see, Nomad Trees. Let's see. Nomad Trees donating link. Will my group partner and I do well in the vodcast? Let's check that out, MT. All right. See how you're going to do in the vodcast. Is that going to be pretty good? I need a dash right there. That would be good. There we go. University assignment vodcast. How many my partner do? Yes, Nomad Trees. We're here every single night. I know you were asking, are you here every night? Yes, we are indeed here every night. Tony and Axel, what is going on? And Swamp has joined us as well. How's everybody doing tonight? It is hump day. It is hump day. And on hump day, we need to use the Mons Tarot because, I mean, this thing is pretty popular. This thing is pretty popular. All right, let's get a good mix here. Got a good mix. By the way, so in case you're wondering about the tarot that I'm making here, I approved the graphics to the printer. So the printer is now going to send me a sample deck that's printed on my cardstock that has all of the graphics, that has everything that I want. And I'm going to approve it. And then once I approve that, then they go for the real printing, which takes a couple of weeks. So theoretically, I could have the cards in my hand first or second week of August. So it depends on how fast they print it, obviously. But they are not inhibited by COVID. They got the cleansing thing going on over there. They wear They said they wear masks. They wear gloves. I mean, they wear, around the factory, they wear gloves everywhere. So they're not affected by it. They're not delayed by it. We're going to have a nice, beautiful deck in our hands pretty soon. Tony, what is going on? All right, keep yourself hydrated. Yeah, Raina, you got to keep hydrated for sure. Four of Wands. Oh, and the Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at you. How exciting is this? Nomad Trees, I think that you're going to have a lot of success for this. Why do I say that? The Four of Wands, I think you're going to be very much at home in your vodcast. You're going to be ready to do that. Tony, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You're going to be ready to do it. You're going to get on the air. You're going to get in front of that microphone, and you're just going to feel like it's right. You're going to feel like it's just rolling, right? The Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles points to your partner being right there with you, and your partner just sort of going back and forth with you, having a good conversation. Everything is just rocking on here. I mean, we have just great thing. The Two of Cups points to this match made in heaven for this. You're going to be able to make good points. You're going to have fun. I think that everything is going to be all right for that. So there you go. All right. Do well in our group podcast. So submitting it today. Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to do quite well. Two of Pentacles, you had those choices. And the Page of Swords as well. I think when they get it, they're going to hear it. And I think everyone is going to be impressed. And I think it's going to go well. We have nothing but good cards here. So, yeah, I think that you were a good match. And I think everyone's going to be impressed. I think it's going to go well. So, yeah. And sometimes it's difficult too to find somebody that sort of, bounces off your ideas and has a good conversation skill to where you can just go back and forth and all of that. So I'm just saying, I think it looks pretty good. All right, Tony, will I meet my future husband this year? Let's check that out. If you have a question, by the way, please post it in chat. Dallas, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, you got the double twos. I mean, I'm just saying, it's pretty exciting there. All right, TR wants to know, why is it an underscore instead of a dash? Because I was pressing the shift button. The shift button. It's good, but the lecture is difficult. I think the lecture recognizes the smoothness of how things went. I think they recognize that. I think it's going to go pretty good. All right, speaking of pretty good, let's do the Rosetta Tarot. Everyone loves this tarot, that's for sure. Dallas, thank you again. I appreciate that. Let's see. Obsessive compulsive. I do the same thing, Dallas. I am OCD, Dallas. Dallas, but I'm a lazy OCD. So that means that I see it and it bothers me, but I'm too lazy to do anything about it. You know, I'm a lazy OCD. Don't be like that. Don't be the lazy OCD like me, because, man, it's annoying, because then you're starting to think about it, right? Because then you're like, well, I really should have picked that up, but I'm just too lazy. I'm just too lazy to pick it up. But, you know, I'm going to notice it 7 to 8 times today and think to myself, man, I really need to pick that up. But I'm not going to do it. Lazy OCD. That is my mantra. I mean, that is my thing. That is my thing. Lazy OCD. I invented that. Okay. Will you meet your future husband this year? I do think so. I do think so. I think it'll be, well, okay. I think it'll be early next year, but I think you're on track. The Nine of Cups is indeed Mr. Romance. We talked about this before. It's all over my channel. It's in my new book. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. And when we see the Knight of Cups, we have this power that sort of enters, that we sort of manifest what we need. We manifest the proper thing. We manifest exactly what we need in the moment. And I think that's sort of where we're going with the Knight of Cups, getting that future husband. But again, I think it's sort of a meeting that's either super late in the year or early next year. So it's kind of a yes and a no. The Queen of Wands, though, says that you recognize it immediately, but they don't. So you're going to have some effort involved. You're going to have a little bit of chase involved as well. Spirit doula, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. So the Queen of Wands says we have to take that action. We got to start the fire. I think, again, Sally, welcome. What's going on? I think, again, you recognize it's your future husband, but they don't. So there's some work involved. There's some effort involved. There's some, a bit of a chase for that matter as well, right? The Two of Wands, Dominion. This is why we sort of say that not only do they not recognize it, but also, Tina, thank you for your, okay, Tina, let me know what your question is, Dan. I appreciate you. So not only do we know who it is, and they don't know who it is, but again, we have to take the command of it. Dominion is all about our personal power and getting that personal power, getting our personal power where we can work with it. And this sort of draws it out to where we can't. Dominion, again, just seems that we don't have the abilities that we need. So there you go. And again, success points me to early next year. But again, I do think you meet them. I think everything goes well. And it's going to be a water sign, by the way. And I think that everything works out for the best. Keep an eye out for a water sign. There you go. Crayana, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Tina, let me know what your question is, or did you already ask it above and I need to scroll up? Let me know. Chat is hopping tonight, Tina. I may not be able to find it. If you already posted it, I'm scrolling. I am scrolling and it's off. It is gone. So yeah, Tina, please let me know what your question is. In the meantime, we'll do Dallas and Spirit's Guides. Want me to know about my OCD? All right. OCD and guides. Let's see how that is going to go. Oh, what is a good OCD deck? The Slow Tarot. I mean, it immediately came to mind. It was the first thing out of the box. It was the first thing out of the box. Mary, I'm currently working on it. It is almost 70 pages right now, Mary. But we are rocking the house with that book. I mean, it's going well. It may be barely over 100 pages, though. Here's what I did. I made the font a little smaller, and I expanded the size of the book. So I'm now able to get a lot more stuff in there. So we're going through the individual cards. We're going through theories and card comparisons. We're going through court cards. We're going through a lot of the stuff that you see on the videos, you also see in the book, but the book has more explanation and sort of a deeper dive into it because the book is not limited to a 15-minute video type thing. There you go. All right. Dallas and OCD. I mean, the moon says it's all about you've gotten into too much of a comfort. You've gotten too comfortable with a lot of things in your life. So now you've set up these patterns, and the patterns are sort of working against you because you always sort of do the same patterns. You always sort of know where you're going to be, what you're going to do. And it's all about getting out of those and getting out of our comfort zone and wandering into something new and exciting. You can't really be OCD, sometimes if you're in something new and you're having to wing it, you're having to figure it out, and you're having to think on your feet. It's sort of hard to OCD there because you have to be super alert and things like that, right? So the moon says we've gotten a bit too comfortable in our pattern. Maybe we want to change it up. Maybe we want to take a new route to work. Maybe we want to talk to some different people and say hello. Well, maybe not with coronavirus, but you know what I'm saying. Just get out of that comfort zone. The Queen of Cups as well says you're not really content emotionally. I think you're a bit off emotionally. You don't have that stability that you need. You don't have the emotional stability that you need. You have a few things that are knocking you off course. You have a couple of speed bumps in the road of emotional satisfaction and emotional being happy emotionally all the time and things. So you sort of have to sort of work that out for yourself and figure out how that's going to work as well. The Ten of Swords as well says you sometimes think negatively about things, and that's sort of bringing some of this on. So the Ten of Swords being stabbed 10 times in the back, pretty graphic on the Slow Tarot as well, but it says that we have a bit of negativity, or we sort of the glass is half empty, kind of feel. So, sort of reverse that, be a glass half full. What can we do to think, oh, this is really cool. This is really good. How can we find love? How can we find adventure? How can we find some positive things in our life on a day? Get out of here, fly. On a day-to-day basis. Come on. That is an aggressive fly. What's happening with all that? All right. Anyway, so, start being more of a glass half full type of attitude and see if we can get some of that going. The Six of Coins as well. It's all about getting a sense of giving in your life. So a sense of giving love and giving, friendship and being a giving person as well. Sort of takes some of that stress off, takes a little of that edge off as well. So there you go. My thing, when it comes to giving, there's always an animal shelter somewhere. Get in the animal shelter, walk some dogs, and they will appreciate you. They will absolutely love you. And the dogs become your best friends because they see you. They know who you are because you're in there walking them and stuff. Anyway, I mean, if you're going to give your time away, that's the place to do it. All right, Nomad Trees, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Still waiting on Tina's question. Did Tina post a question? Still sort of waiting there. Had the exterminator come. Glad to see him go. Now flies. Yeah. I don't know. The flies over here in Texas are aggressive. I mean, they get up in your face. They definitely don't like me. I don't know why. Maybe I smell bad or something. I mean, I take a shower. Maybe I smell bad or something. I don't know. Maybe I have some not catnip, but fly nip. Is that a thing? Fly nip? Okay. Meaning person with a valid person. Am I going to have a relationship with a valid person? Okay. Mean a professional. Oh, okay. So you want to know if you can have a professional, you have a relationship with somebody that has a job. Okay. All right. Tina wants to know, am I going to have a relationship with somebody that has a job? It's always refreshing when they do have a job. I'm telling you now, a fly trap. I need one of those. I need something. I mean, they're out. It is full on war. It is a war zone of flies around here. I'm just saying. Is it too hot in Texas? I mean, it is 101 degrees. That's not really bad in Texas. By the way, I started an oil painting. You'll be proud of me. I started a Waterhouse pre-Raphaelite painting. And the beauty of oil painting in Texas is you can put it outside in 104 heat and it's dry like that. I mean, it's dry the next day. I don't care what color you used on it. If you used the slow drying like white and blue and red, it's dry the next day because 104 heat, I mean, it's immediately dry. You can sit there and watch it dry as it's sitting in the sun. I love oil painting in the summer, man. You don't have to use anything to speed the drying time up. You don't have to use any of that garbage. You just put it out in the sun. I don't care what you used. It's dry the next day. Okay. Let's see here. What are we doing? Vibe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So Tina wants to know, am I going to get a relationship with somebody with a job? The 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, the 3 of Pentacles. It's almost like they're between jobs. So I think that they're going to get the relationship that you have is somebody that's between jobs, right? We have the 5 of Pentacles. They've had some issues and they've had some difficulties. They're looking for other jobs. They're trying to get in and things like that, right? The 3 of Pentacles, I think they end up finding something, but they're new to it. Overall, I just don't think they're good at holding a job down. I mean, you just have some difficulties with that overall, and it just seems to be challenging sometimes, Tina. Yeah, so they're between jobs. They have problems keeping a job as well. Ace of Pentacles, they get offered a job or they'll find something and they're just not happy with it. They'll always find an excuse about why they don't want to be there. But so I mean, it is a mixture of good and bad, but it's not something to where they've had a job for, 100 years or something like that, right? 9 of Cups as well says, be sort of wary of relationships or people that you meet or people that you're going out with that are between jobs. I think that ends up being not a good source of dating for you. I think it becomes a challenge for you. It's something where if they can't keep a job, it's hard to keep a relationship as well, right? People that just abandon their job and they had a perfectly good job and they just leave, they make up an excuse or whatever. I mean, there you go. All right. Pop fly trap. Cut a 1 liter bottle in half, turn it upside down, vinegar, Vaseline somewhere. Okay. Well, hey, any recipe that has Vaseline, I'm all in. I mean, I'm just saying. If it's got Vaseline, I'm there. Okay. Let's see. Kriana? Is it Kyriana? Kyriana, let me know how to pronounce your name. I am OCD. So I'm OCD. I need to be able to pronounce your name correctly. I love to write. Publish your book. Oh, publish your book. Yeah, publish your book. Is that going to be? Taylor, post your question in chat if I get time. There you go. or just write for fun. Okay. So are we going to publish our book? Are we going to try to make money off of it? Or how does it go? It is Kairiana. All right. Thank you for correction there. We're going to get you the Star Tarot for this. I'm just saying, DYB, welcome back. What is going on, my friend? Let me know what your question is. All right. Let's check that out and see how that's going to go. See, it's going to go for Kairiana. There you go. That's a yes or no. Tina. It means sort of. It means they're in between. They're in between. The flu trap. I don't know. So you turn a bottle upside down and you smear Vaseline on it. I mean, I'm not against smearing Vaseline all over everything, but I don't know, man. Now you got to get the fly out of the Vaseline, or like, what do? Like once you catch a fly, do you got to throw the whole thing away? That seems excessive. I mean, it seems like I could just get some fly paper or something from Home Depot. I don't know, but I'm plagued with flies. I'm just saying. We going to publish this book or not? Knight of Swords, the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and Judgment. Ugh. Whoa. Okay, well, the Emperor is not appearing here. No. Okay. So, good news and bad news, right? Okay, now before we start, obviously you can publish a book for almost free. If you want to get serious, you can publish a book for literally free by letting people download it on Etsy. You can publish it on Amazon for like a small fee. You can publish it everywhere and let people have it. So it's so easy. The Barnes & Noble Nook store, Google Books, there's 1,000 places to publish your book. I say go ahead and do it. That's just me. And the good part is you can get your phone and write a book on your phone and then use a website. You don't even need software anymore. Let me get that website again. It was Reedsy. Yeah, it was Reedsy. The Reedsy Write a Book. All right, here you go. Let me link it in chat. You don't even need software anymore. You can go to that website that I just linked, and you can write a book for free. Don't have to buy anything. And then you can host it on Amazon, Etsy, Nook Store, Google Books for like a couple of dollars, and go write it. So basically, go do that. Okay, now here's what I do. I'm writing a book, by the way. Okay, here's what I do. On your phone, you can have Google translate your voice into text, and it is like 99% accurate. So you can just sit there and just vomit words into your phone, and Google will put it into Google Docs, and you get Google Docs and you paste it into that website. You don't even have to type. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to write a book, now is the time. All right. So anyway, the Knight of Swords says, don't rush into it. Get a plan. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Get a plan. The Knight of Swords rushes in without a plan. Reverse, it means basically get a plan. Get something going with that. The Hermit, you need people to read it. And all that stuff, right? Mina's Bookshelf and me, we'll read your book. I mean, Mina, I'm volunteering you. I'm sorry. But, I mean, if you got a good book, I'll read it. I'm just saying. Send me an EPUB. I'll read it tomorrow. But yeah, the Hermit says get other people to read it. Get other people to give you feedback. Don't write a book on an island where you're isolated and you're like, this is a really good book. And then other people read it. They're like, you really need to do something with this book. No. Get other people. The Hermit, don't write it on an island. Get other people involved. All right. Two of Pentacles says you have a lot of different choices. Use Reedsy, the thing that I just linked, to organize your book properly. It'll put everything into chapters for you and all that stuff. Nine of Wands says don't be defensive about something. Somebody gives you feedback. Take the feedback and maybe think of incorporating it. Don't, again, you're not on an island to get that done. Judgment says you definitely want to be done when you release it. So let it sit for a week and let it, sort of sit around and mull over your final book. Is that your final book? Do you want to add anything else? Don't hurry and rush it out the door, but I think you're going to be successful. Again, there's way too many free resources right now. You don't even have to type anything at this point in technology. So go for it. Go for it. I'll read it. My email address is in the description. Email me your book and I will read it. I am an avid reader. I have 1,000 books on my Kindle, so that's a lot. I'm just saying. All right. So we're way over. We're way over. I went on a rant. Sorry, the book rant. I'm just telling you. I mean, all of you should write a book. Everybody in chat should just go ahead. Go ahead and throw it out there. You can put it on Amazon for, I think, almost free. Anyway, all right. Yeah, see, Mina is a book fanatic as well. So Mina and I will read your book. Look at that. I mean, how good of a tarot reading was that? You got your book read. All right, let's find out about. Nomad wants to know what's in it for me. What's in it for me? Am I gonna get some love? Nomad needs some love. I'm just saying, Nomad just needs some love. That's where it's at. Whoa. Well, you got the Ten of Swords. Nomad. The Ten of Swords popped out. It wants to tell you something. The Ten of Swords reversed isn't half bad. Isn't half bad. You don't have a fly problem in Seattle. A pop bottle and Vaseline. I mean, I don't know. Do you play like 70s love music when you put the Vaseline on the bottle? I mean, I'm just asking the question. Does that require some odd music in the background when you rub the Vaseline on the bottle? Okay. Sonny, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is he going to reach out? All right, let's check it out. What's in it for me with love? The Ten of Swords says that you've been having difficulties for quite some time. This is not your first rodeo with love here. You've been having some difficulties for a long time. Ten of Swords reverse says it is sort of easing up though. Seven of Cups says you're going to have a few more options than you had before. That's going to be good. That is going to be, you really need more options. It's all about the options. The Seven of Cups says you're going to have a couple more options than you had before. I think you're going to be able to get out soon. Corona's going to be over. And no, Thoth, we are way off your question. Thoth, you're in the queue though. Thoth, here you are. You're in the queue right here. And right now we are just after Kriana, or Kyrie, I'm butchering the name again, but you know what I'm saying. You do have more options. I think it's going to, be more options for you as you get out of the house, as we have some availability to meet people and things like that. Nine of Pentacles says you do indeed meet somebody. I think they're going to be an earth sign. We got a couple of hints for that, right? The Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles and whatnot says we're going to be able to meet somebody, and it's going to be pretty interesting. So it's going to be pretty cool overall. Yes, Nomad, I'm doing your reading right now. All right. And the Queen of Pentacles, the CEO reversed. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to change your life in order to get something steady back in it. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult to change your life in order to get something steady back in it. So you have to make some minor adjustments and whatnot. But I think overall things are going to be looking better in a couple of months. I mean, we got to get Corona out of here. Corona is just halting love. It's halting meetup. Half my meetups on meetup.com just vanished. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty bad right now. Nomad, I got your reading done. All right, now let's do the vibe. Jermaine and I relationship next 3 months. Let's check that out. All right, Vibe wants to know. Relationship next 3 months. Let's find out about that. Yeah, Nomad. It doesn't include Square reading. It doesn't include Square donations. I need to do some software development to get that incorporated, but I mean, I'm just saying, I need to get some software development in there. All right. Let's check it out. Relationship for the next 3 months. See if that's going to be good with Jermaine. Hopefully everything works out. Do we want the love screen? Do we want the... I think we want the love screen. I'm in the mood for love. I'm in the mood for love screen. Oh, the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Emperor. Oh my God, we have a good reading for the next 3 months. We have a good reading for the next 3 months. Okay, so first off, the tarot says you may be having some maybe difficulties right now, or a couple of difficulties coming up, but these are just speed bumps on the road to a great tomorrow. I think this is looking fantastic. We have the Emperor and the Empress. All right, I mean, come on. Give it up. The Emperor and the Empress at the same reading? I mean, that's amazing. What do we have in between, though? We got the King of Cups. It's almost like that there's a bit of stagnation or a bit of boredom, or people, I mean, somebody is not stepping up to get what they need in this relationship. So somebody's not getting what they need. Somebody is not fully satiated within this relationship, and we need to do something to fix that. Basically, we need to do something to fix that. The King of Cups is a bit too relaxed, is a bit too, not really dull, but they just take whatever comes without requesting what they really need. And you need that in a relationship. You need that communication, that back and forth that's going to be key in here, right? The Page of Pentacles, though. The Page of Pentacles is key here. The Page of Pentacles is the rock of rock, or the stone of stone, the super stable stability. I don't think overall long-term it's stable. I do think that you're so solid in this relationship. The Emperor and the Empress, it's such a solid combination. Even if it bounces out, I think it's going to come back. Worst case, on and off relationship, I think that you're really sort of matched up well here. Emperor, Empress, Master of the Obvious. This is just such a fantastic place to be with that. So I think everything is going to go well. So I mean, that is just my 2 cents there, but I mean, there you go. All right, but I think things are going to work out. I think things are going to be all right. All right. So let's get off the love screen. Let's go back to let's go back to the regular screen. Back to the regular screen we go and find out about DYB wants to know about something. Let's see. DYB, I wrote your question down over here. Am I still scheduled to meet Nick to put a deposit down? Ooh, how exciting is that? Am I still scheduled to put that deposit down on the house? How fantastic is that, right? DYB picking up that new house. Everything is going to be exciting for all of that. There is nothing better. There is nothing better than a new house. It is so much. I mean, you're so excited when you're heading over there. You're excited when you walk in. You're excited to move in. Like the whole thing. There's a, and then you get in and you find something wrong. It always happens. It's okay. It always happens. But you find something wrong. So there is that. All right. I've reset everything in a camp for the longest. Mona, it's probably because of an ad blocker. It's probably an ad blocker. Mona, worst case, there's links down below to Square and all that other stuff. I did open a PayPal. I found a PayPal because I had to have one in order to get my COVID masks with my tarot cards on them. So, okay, let's find out about this. DYB going to put that deposit down. Knight of Wands, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wheels, and King of Wands. Well, what's going on with the 8 of Cups? It was looking okay until the 8 of Cups. And now this is confusing. Now this is confusing. Well, something is a bit challenged. You're challenged here. You have some challenges here. Basically, it's yes, but with a challenge. So there's something challenging, something coming out for that. Raina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Swamp, let me know what your question is. Oh, general wellness reading with the slow tarot. All right. You're the first person that's ever requested the slow tarot. I mean, that nobody else ever requested that. I think that tarot is rock solid though. I'm just saying. Okay, DYB, yes. But there's something else happening. There's some problem that enters the scenario. Knight of Wands has that fire of fire action where we can do that, where we can get into that, where we can go full steam with it, right? We have that fire of fire. Everything is going to go well. Eight of Cups, some sort of problem. Eight of Wheels, we're able to meet with them. We're able to work the business deal out. And the Eight of Pentacles does point to the business deal is going to be there. The business deal is going to be good news. The King of Wands, though, reversed, says overall there's some stall, some delay, maybe because of this particular problem. But yes, I think that you've been delayed before. You may be delayed again. So one minor issue that you need to work out before you can get fully going on that. But overall, yes, basically, yes. Okay, DYB is done. Thoth, should I text or call this Aquarius? All right, Thoth, let's check it out. Great name, by the way, my favorite deck of all times. And we're going to use the Thoth. Should I text or call? Should I do that? Let's find out. And we have to use the Thoth. Thoth, if you have not seen it, Thoth, you're going to freak out. You're going to freak out. Okay, go sit down right now because you're going to freak out. Look at this. Look at this. It is trimmed. It is trimmed. Look at that. It's jumbo and trimmed. Look at how beautiful these cards are. I'm just saying that. Look at that card. Look at how beautiful these cards are trimmed. I hope you're sitting down because you probably almost fainted when you saw that. I mean, most people love this deck. They do. So, yeah, before you trim it, you definitely want to memorize the cards. So, I mean, there you go. See, Wolf has seen this thing like 1,000 times, and Wolf is still impressed. Wolf is still impressed, and he's seen this at least 100 times. All right. There you go. Trimmed makes all the difference. I'm telling you now, we're using reversals. Don't hate me. Crowley is getting very angry. Is getting very angry in the grave right now because I'm using reversals, but that's okay. There are actual. What is going on with that? You see that? That's weird looking. Okay, there's some thing on the screen that's happening that's kind of weird. All right, should you text or call? Oh, yes. Absolutely, yes. I mean, you should. Even though this is here, I think that you should. So this is looking good for that, right? All right. The worry that you have about this is not to be, you shouldn't be concerned with it. You shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't have the concern that you have. This is not going to be as bad as you think it is. Keep on that strength. Keep on and just go for it. I think that's part of where we're at here. It's time to just go for it. And if you're delaying, you're worried, you're concerned, you had some bad interaction or something happened, I wouldn't be too concerned with it. You have the emotional connection, looking into that emotional pool and seeing that. I think keep your emotions calm and collective. Don't let your emotions get away with you where you're either too excited or you're too worried. Keep your emotions calm and cool and collected when you do this. Don't be too emotional. Don't get your emotions peaked up again, and be cool and calm with it. Now, this card is reward from work. This is what makes it a yes. reward from work. It's the diamond. If you watch my videos, teaching Thoth, it's a reward. It's a diamond being lifted up out of the water with the little hovercraft or whatever, and it's about getting the reward for the effort involved, and that's what you're at. I mean, that's where you're at. You're getting the work done. You're getting the effort completed, and you are rewarded for that. So that is going to be the very important part of getting that done. By the way, in case you wonder where I got that definition, it's Lon Milo Duquette's book. All right. So where are we at here? Okay, Swamp has a thing. Lucky Lady, thank you for. I only had one card reversed. I think Crowley can be all right. Lucky Lady, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Sonny, is he gonna reach out? Let's check that out. All right. Oh my God, Mina, look what I found. Mina, this is terrible. Look at this. Mina. It says the new Kobo Nia ebook reader was released, but nobody should buy it. That's bad. And I trust this person on e-readers. I'm just saying. It's Nathan from the ebook reader. He says nobody should buy the Nia. Apparently it has some issues, which is bad because I was pretty excited about Kobo's new e-reader. I only have 7 e-readers. I want another one. I'm going to admit I want another e-reader. Okay, Sunny. Is he going to reach out? Let's find out. By using, not the Thoth, using the Dark Mansion. Dark Mansion is going to really, it's going to really fill the void here. No pun intended. It's on YouTube about the Thoth too. Yeah, I mean, all the people that I read are on YouTube, and they have really bad videos. I'm not a fan of Marcus Katz, though. Marcus Katz is everywhere. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Marcus Katz. I'm not a fan of Lon Milo Duquette's videos either. Did you ever see that documentary on tarot? It had quite a few people, and they really did a poor job. 6 hours long. Oh, there's a snoozer. All right. Let's check it out. Is he going to reach out? The Knight of Swords, that's sort of a difficult thing. The Page of Cups, a Knight of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I'm just saying. The Knight of Swords is very, very active. It's a movement card. In my book, I talk about movement cards. This is a movement card. Being reversed says they don't get that movement. And Diane, yes, I have a long series. Diane, I do. The movement is not going to happen. The Knight of Swords, that rapid movement is not here. The Page of Cups says they're not emotionally prepared to take that step right now. And that is going to be a difficulty to get through that, right? The Page of Cups is the beginner of emotions, emotional connections and things like that. It sort of seals the deal with the Knight of Cups being reversed. That is, the romance card, the beginning of the romance. The romance is not where it can be restarted. The romance is going to be difficult to get going. It's going to be sort of hard. The Six of Cups says that find something else. Find something else. But this is entertainment purposes only. Never make relationship decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on YouTube. So this says no. This says no. So, I mean, there you go. KD, welcome. What is going on? Who was watching my videos? Deck is really beautiful. Oh, Kodak. What is going on? Watching my videos and an alert popped up that I was live. I'm live every night. Every night I'm here. Can you believe that? All right. General wellness reading with a slow tarot. We'll do it with Swamp. We'll do that. See, 2 dizzy horses. Indeed. Swamp, general, get some general wellness going. Yeah, Sunny, it just didn't look good. Sunny, it doesn't look good. Find somebody else. Okay. You said slow tarot. You get the slow tarot. There we go. Whoa, the slow tarot. Everything's falling down over here. This is my backdrop for video, so I get the light reflected off of that. You get nice even light in here. I'm just saying. Ocean loves my sense of humor. Well, you're the only one. Well, thank you, I think. Kodak is a frog. Okay. Well, you have the frog icon. I think that's the way to do it. Okay. Feels a good wellness deck. I almost got rid of it. I made a video of decks I'm getting rid of. And this almost made the list. Sunny, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. We don't do all reversals, so over it goes. Okay. So Sunny wants to know, is he my twin flame? Let's check that out. Is that the same person I said get rid of? That would be kind of interesting. Now that would be awkward. I'm saying now, Sunny, that would be kind of awkward. 7 of Wands, general wellness, says, be prepared. Be prepared. Think ahead when you're eating, when you're doing things that is for your health. Be prepared for that. 8 of Cups says as well, go forward with some of the ideas that you've already heard and get into that mode where you go forward with that. So what does that mean? That means you've probably seen some diet things that you've wanted to try. You've seen some wellness things like maybe meditation, or you've seen these things around and you wanted to do them. You haven't had time, but you definitely want to dive into it. Go ahead and get into some of those, right? It could be yoga. Could be meditation. It could be an eating style that you have seen. It could be an eating plan that you have seen. Go forward and try that out. 8 of Cups says, go and get that done. Get that motion done. Don't give up on it, right? The Chariot as well with the motion. Basically give up things that are bad for you. Move into things that are going to be better for you. Again, I think that you have been exposed to certain ideas, certain things you've seen over time. You've been interested in them, but you've never really gone forward with them. So, I mean, there is that. So sort of get into that and try that out. All right. And balance. It is about balance. I agree with the slow tarot. It is about balance. Don't be too much exercise. Don't be too much into one particular thing. Be mobile. Be mobile and be flexible with how you treat your general wellness. And that's going to be important for you. Don't avoid extremes. Keep everything in a nice balance. I think that's going to be one of the key parts here. Balance really balances the reading out, right? No pun intended. Okay, lucky lady, what is your question? Let me know. What is that? All right, did lucky lady post a question, or what is going on with the lucky lady thing? Let's see, lucky lady and lucky lady single. How many more months? Okay, lucky lady wants to know how long before we find a relationship. Let's check that out. All right. And then we'll do Sunny, and then we will get out of here. Lucky. How long until love? How long until something good comes about? Let's check that out. Not the slow tarot again. Not that one. Not that one. We did that. This might hurt tarot. This might hurt tarot. I think it's going to be our key here. That's going to be one of the big things. We can do the love screen too. Everybody loves the love screen. I'm just saying. Everybody loves the love screen. You bet, Swamp. Hope everything works out. All right, where's my ending soon? Ending soon. There we go. Ending soon. We'll do Sunny after Lucky, and then we'll be out of here. And if that's your twin flame, Sunny, that's going to really be awkward. I'm telling you now. It's going to be weird. I said ditch him, and then he's your twin flame. You're not going to follow my advice at all. You're not going to follow my advice at all. All right. What is the name of the app for voice to text? All right. We'll take a break and we'll go with that. Do I still have that up? Do I still have that up? No. Okay. So you go in here and you open Google Docs. You open Google Docs. Okay. So we open Google Docs. So here's what I'm working on. Here is a chapter called Court Cards, right? So then you want to make a new document and then you want to edit it. And there is a little microphone here on the phone. And you want to use that microphone and you press it and then you talk into the phone. So you do like that. All right. Whoops. This is a test of dictation from the phone into Google Documents. There you go. So there you go. So it does that and it works great. So I have written about 50 pages for that. So there you go. That's basically how you do it. Okay. All right. Lucky lady wants to feel lucky. Okay. How long until a love? Sorry, Lucky, I disrupted that by showing that somebody asked me about the Google Documents thing. Okay. The Two of Cups says that, yeah, it's going to be a little while longer. It is going to be a little while longer, but I think you have luck in the long run. I think over the long term, you do have luck, but right now you're sort of challenged with that, and it's going to be sort of literally challenging to get that going full steam, right? The Two of Cups is two people coming together, things coming together, and that's going to be some good news there as far as the Two of Cups are concerned. But unfortunately, it is reversed. And it means that we have either a delay, we have some bad luck with that, no pun intended to luck, right? But yeah, it seems we have a bit of delay getting into that. So after this, we get to the Nine of Pentacles. In other words, we have more opportunities coming up. We have some things in the future that are going to sort of open up for us. Maybe it's when COVID thing is relaxed a bit. Maybe we have some other opportunities coming, but the Nine of Pentacles says you're going to start meeting more people and have more opportunities. The Nine of Pentacles is having all of these opportunities, all of these things around us within the stability of the coins or the pentacles, right? This leads us into a good relationship. Again, the Four of Wands is a great relationship card. Talks about the stability of the wands, talks about the action, taking actions for the stability and getting with that. So it's a very home card, finding somebody that you can love. Now, the Three of Swords reverse says, it'll be a bit rocky mid-term in the relationship, but that's okay. Three of Swords is a cutting action. Okay, when you have the three, okay, I talk about this in my book, which I dictated into the phone via the text thing. The Three of Swords reversed is a Band-Aid card. It doesn't cut, it repairs. And I think this repairs a lot of issues that you have. It sort of fixes a lot of different things with that. So if you're looking at when, I think that it's going to be at the, it's going to be like, as far as like love, you want long-term love, you want some good love as far as relationships concerned. I think it's going to be like March of next year. I think you have opportunities before that. However, I think the really, really important connection that you're going to make will be March of next year. Again, that doesn't mean you can't have anything this year, but March of next year is going to be the big one, basically. The big one. Renata, I'm not sure why you're not getting a notification. Did you hit that bell? You got to hit that bell. I get a notification. I get an email every time. So, but I have the bell. All right. Okay. Now, Sonny, I can tell you now, they're going to be your twin flame, aren't they? Sonny, I know it's going to be your twin flame because I just told you to stay away. The twin flame. Is he my twin? I know it's going to be the twin flame. Why? Because I just had another reading where I said get away. So you know You know, guaranteed. I guarantee it. Let's go ahead and figure it out. We're gonna use something. Okay. Here's a good deck for this. This is a good deck for this. We're gonna use this. By the way, last reading. Thanks everyone for joining me tonight. We're here every night at the exact same time. Exact same time. All right, last one. If you didn't get your reading answered, by the way, I'm here again every single night for the rest of your life. If you're still around, I'm here. It doesn't matter if it's 10, 50, 100 years from now, I'm still here reading tarot. I'll be, you know, after 100 years, I'll be a robot or something, but I'll still be here. I will write my own robot software before I go. And it'll go on forever. The tarot oracle will live the robot will live forever. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, is he my twin flame? 6 of Cups, a 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands, and 4 of Pentacles. Oh, the good news. Okay, good news. Bad news, actually. No, I don't think so. I don't see anything here that view deleted message. What happened over here? Okay. All right. Just basic spam. Okay. The 6 of Cups says you do have an emotional connection. You got an emotional connection. I think you already figured that out. You have something. You have some type of emotional connection. The 6 of Cups is like this mutual connection where you're giving back and forth and you have that thing going on and you have this mutual thing going on. So you do have a connection. So I think that's there. You do have that connection. The 2 of Cups, though, says that it's not anything that's long term. The 2 of Cups is 2 people meeting together, coming together, no pun intended. And the 2 of Cups reversed says that it's just not that type. It's just not something that's going to be long term. The Queen of Wands as well says that the Queen of Wands is, per my video and book, is the CEO. And the CEO is a master of multitasking, and she's also really forward with relationships. She gets forward, she gets things done. It's almost like you can't get the things done in the relationship that you need to get done. There's some difficulty getting those things done. And the 4 of Pentacles says overall in the long term, I think this person could be a bit selfish. Maybe they're not as sharing, maybe they're not as giving as they are in the beginning, because you have a beginning, you have this sharing card, and then you have the 4 of Pentacles, which is more of a selfish and pulling back in. So I think it starts off as a open beginning type thing where we have that connection, and then over time it just sort of closes up, right? It's like a flower. The sunflower is open, it's happy, it's going, and then it just sort of closes up over time. I think that's sort of what happens. It just they become a bit more selfish, they become a bit more within themselves, and they're not as sharing as they were at the beginning. Anyway, that is, again, those are just tarot cards, and I am just a random dude on YouTube, but so never make relationship decisions based upon all of that. Anyway, I will be here tomorrow night. Thanks everyone for joining me, and we will see you next time.